All right, there you guys go. Sorry about that. I did not have the audio up and working. All right, there you guys go. Sorry about that.
You were talking to yourself.
Yeah, the whole time I've been talking to myself. And then I started reading the comments and people are like,
Why are you talking to us?
But I did a roll call without anybody knowing. I did a talk to everybody about my watch.
Yeah, because they asked about it.
No, they can't ask about it. They can't hear me. They don't even know it exists. They're probably wondering what the hell I keep showing my arm for.
Like, what's on your arm, you weirdo?
Told the whole story.
Stories.
My whole entire story was untold because nobody could hear it. They could only see it.
It's terrible.
I even explained that Bebe is living like by the bay twice.
He's living by
it's
the
not
bay
baby, it's Bebe. Bay.
Right.
But they put it close together so it sounds like Bebe. But it's just Bay.
Yes, that is the word.
All right, Frank Kazarian.
Which is pathetic.
I don't know if Adam Cole's ever wrestled anybody as big as Frank Kazarian.
Well, if he has.
Has he ever wrestled a big man?
They said if he has.
I can't remember if he wrestled, what's his name in NXT? Karrion Kross.
I thought he did.
Maybe he might have. He might have wrestled Kross. Kross is a little bit bigger.
I can't see the chat. I'm going to put the chat up. See what's going on in that place. Of loveliness. Hey, everybody. Alright, so now that you guys can hear the sound, how's everybody doing out there?
Fan-damn-tastic.
Lewis S. was in the chat.
Yes.
Is in the chat. Walter's out there. Sophie. We'll give everybody a shout out. So Travis did say it, but he didn't have the sound on, which is weird. How come he didn't have audio on? That's so weird.
I had to go back and...
Anyways, we have Jason Michael in the chat. Hey, Jason. We have Walter and Sophie with us. We have Alita out there. Lewis S. was telling us no sound. Alita says she's doing just fine. Let's see.
They're like, yeah, I don't think Travis knows that there's no sound.
So if you want to know where's D, I'm right here.
She is
Walter's
right
like, hey, Travis
there.
and Delitha. Jason Michael's like, hey, Wrestling Gab, did you see Bray tweet, congrats, Biggie? And then he posts something that say, revenge is coming, highly doubt it. But what if Bray or Windham is the surprise for the draft? Ooh, cool. Interesting. That might be a little weird. Let's see. So I don't think Travis knows that there is no sound. Yeah. If you can't hear us or something, you got to tell us because we don't know. We don't listen.
Especially for people like me who don't read the chat.
Well, it's not just that, but we don't like listen to ourselves. Like we may get onto our YouTube channel and stuff like I do and stuff to make sure that I can watch all of you intently. But we don't normally listen to it, so you have to kind of tell us. I'm glad that you guys can hear us now, though. That's always a plus.
Woo!
And all that good stuff, right? What?
Yes.
Oh.
Got a whole bunch of bushes over there, and they're all gone now, so I can see the neighbors.
Nobody wants that. It's gross. Anyways, Jason Michael says, hey, wrestling. Oh, I already read that. Ooh, I don't know. That's pretty interesting, huh? So he says, and the WWE mentioned Brody Lee on their WWE Network show The Bump this morning. Well, good for them. They've finally given him some shout-outs, huh?
Julio Cesar Chavez.
Sophie wants to know if you check your equipment before you go on the air. We just hope it works.
I do. I plug it in. But it wasn't the equipment. It was the software.
Yeah.
It was on native or whatever, and I had to switch it over to the Real Tech stuff.
Sophie wants to know, how's your dog doing? He's doing pretty good. He was really happy. He got a bath today.
He's all bathed.
He seemed pretty excited about that. He's making a lot of friends at the vet. Like, they love him immensely, which doesn't not surprise me. He is the dog that everybody loves to love. So, not surprising that he's making lots of friends.
Yeah, he's a big sweetheart. He's big, though. He's like 28 inches at the hip. But, I don't know. His left leg's working. Did you see him walk at all?
No, they had just gotten him out of, like, his traction. Basically, they had the wheelchair out and had, like, makeshifted some straps to put him in it and stuff like that and had him walking in that, I guess. And But he did get kind of a spa day. Had his toenails clipped, which is good. And then he got a bathe and a blowout and brushing. And
oh, wow. Probably clogged up their whole building.
Exactly.
The whole dumpsters. They're like, can we get a dump in the dumpster real bad?
There's like
Adam
4
Cole.
dogs out here in the dumpster.
Adam Cole trying to copy HBK in there with the sweet chin music. Look at that, down on his back of his neck too, and Kazarian almost had him. That would have been a fantastic start to AEW.
If Kazarian won, yes.
If he could have pulled it out. Yeah.
Walter's like, I'm doing great. It's raining outside. Did errands early today. Nice. Sweet. Alita's like, hello, just fine. A spa day. Nice. Yeah. My brother's dog got a spa day too, which is really good because she really needed it. My brother has an Akita.
1, 2, and...
Her name is Xena. Greek name, anybody? Anyways. And, she likes to go find a spot to lay down, and she usually finds the spot with the most stickers that she possibly can. And I don't know if you guys know what Akitas look like, but they kind of have like a husky tail, kind of, where their tails fluffy. Curl back around over their backs.
Like a chow.
Uh-huh. And anyways, at the end of her tail, and she doesn't really like spa days, by the way. She does not like them. And she doesn't like being combed, so like I'll try to pick out as many stickers out of her as possible when I'm at my dad's. But, like, on her back, there was cockleburrs instead of just the little stickers.
Bam! Alabama slammer right down. Cole's hurt.
Oh, get him.
Big leg drop. Is this enough?
Chop his head off.
Referee with those big windmill count.
Right.
What the fuck? That just takes up time. What a jackhole.
This is the jackhole that cost it for what's-his-face.
This is unbelievable.
Isn't this the same referee?
Yes, he's a douche.
He's a douche referee. Walter's like, on Friday I'll be here for SmackDown still for AEW 9:10 p.m. My time, sweet. Lita says, those are expensive here. Love them. Spa days? Or Akitas? Which one are you talking about?
All of the above.
Spa days are probably expensive in a lot of places.
Look at these two guys just going toe to toe. Adam Cole keeping up though with the much bigger man. I'm surprised he probably has to do that all the time. I would never want one, but they are very attractive dogs. Very handsome.
She's pretty.
Oh, drops him right down on the crown of his head. 1, 2, no.
I don't hate her by any means, like, because she's a dog, so I love her. But I would not want to own an Akita. The reason why I wouldn't want to own an Akita is because they literally bite you. Like, she, like, holds your hand with her mouth. And not like a hard bite, but it gets kind of annoying after a while. You're just like, oh my gosh, stop touching me. I mean, but she's usually a pretty good dog.
I think both of our boys do that same thing. Or at least touch your hands.
Yeah, but she doesn't just like go
Kazarian.
This and then lick it or something.
Missed him.
She literally takes her mouth.
Adam Cole going up top. Well, no, he's on the second rope. Pops him down. There it is. That Canadian death roll or whatever they call it.
Yeah, death rolls.
Boom, Adam Cole.
She takes her mouth and like takes your hand like this in her mouth. Poor Frank Kazarian got lost. Noah Casey's in the chat saying we want to see the show. Oh, you do? That's awesome.
We all
you
want to see it.
You gotta go online or TV or something.
You gotta watch it with us. Or we can tell you what's happening, but we can't
don't like copyrights. They're stupid. Anyways, Lewis says, good evening, guys. Adam Cole for the first match. Yep, that's what's happening.
Yeah, get that out of the way.
Kazarian. Now he's going to talk.
Get their ratings up, whatever they want to do to keep people to stand around. I guess he's going to talk.
Ugh.
This could be a train wreck.
They have to talk all the time now. Nobody wants to hear your stories.
He's talking about Pandora's jar right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he wants to fight 3 different guys.
Rampage Grand Slam.
There it is. Next week, Rampage, 6-man tag.
Who's his friends? The Bucks?
Yeah, that's what we just said.
Oh. Barf. Lita says everybody has to get the mic game up. I guess.
It's all right. It's over, though, guys. 16 minutes in.
It could have been a lot better mic game than that, but he needs to work on his promos.
He needs to work on his physique. That's his problem.
His feminine physique. You're starting to look like a bag of milk.
He's got it. Like his girlfriend must like his personality. That's all I gotta say. He must have a really good personality.
Well, from what I understand, most people just like the color of his eyes, and that's about it.
Brown? Are they blue? Green?
They're blue. Lita says a couple times she's mentioned his eyes. Oh, Lita's like playing us. Playing us. Mm-hmm.
I did notice that Joe DeBest is definitely not a fan of all these guys going to AEW. Not that they're leaving WWE, but that AEW is using them. Because he's stressing that Vince is growing homegrown talent. He's not going out into free agency and bringing stars in.
Yeah.
To be champion. And that's why we got Biggie as a champion. And Roman Reigns as a champion. Now Tommaso Ciampa as a champion. He won it last night.
Yeah.
I was surprised that they gave it to Ciampa too. I don't know if any of you guys watched NXT last night, their debut of 2.0. It was a pretty decent show. And Tommaso Ciampa ended up winning that Fatal 4-Way match and becoming the new champion. I thought for sure they were going to put it on the Leprechaun O'Reilly there, but
yeah.
I honestly did. And then they had this little jumping thing in the middle, and I was like, that's it. That's what's going to cost him. Or that's what's going to make him win it, because Vince loves...
thing.
Yeah, they jumped him. A couple guys jumped him and beat him up.
Oh, in the back. I saw that. I remember that. Yeah, in the back it was
and
Pete
so I was
Dunne
like,
and
I was like, it's over.
LA
That means
Knight or
O'Reilly's
somebody.
going to win it. Because usually when they do that, that's an uber babyface move, and then they win against all odds. But Tommaso Ciampa ended up winning it, and he is the one guy who I didn't see winning it, and I'm okay. I mean, I would have been okay if LA Knight would have won, but I'm definitely okay with this. Like, I don't hate it.
Right.
Especially if he's just a placeholder until they get somebody else.
Right. Like the Raw thing.
Like Breaker. What's his name? Braun Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have to change that name if he ever goes to the main roster. But Braun Breaker was pretty impressive last night in NXT.
Yeah, but he was up against LA Knight.
And beat him handedly. And LA Knight was in the tournament, so he should have a top contendership right there.
Right.
And they should move LA Knight up to the main roster. He's done. He's run his course there. They had a wedding last night that actually was a wedding, and there was no interference or anything.
That's weird. That's not normal.
It was weird. It was definitely weird.
So, like, are they, like, together?
No. Dexter Lumis.
Still just a weird
their
storyline
kiss
thing.
at the end was weird. It was, like, non-kissy.
Oh.
Anyways, it was just like... type of kiss. Because it was, like, horrible acting. But anyways, he choked out the reverend. The priest or whatever.
Oh, yeah?
Because he kept saying, he needs to say some words. So he choked him out, and then Beth Phoenix came up and finished it. She was an ordained minister on the internet last night, or Monday night.
Mm.
I guess she was not watching Raw, is what she was saying. I don't know if she meant to say that she wasn't watching Raw, but... Anyways, and then she finished off the wedding.
Of course she did. They had to throw some woke crap in there.
And then at the end, they're like, "Do you take this woman to be your awfully wedded wife?" He goes,
Awfully?
whatever it's called, awfully wedded wife. I don't know if they say that. Awfully. If it's not awfully, I have no idea what it is.
Awfully.
Well, what word would they use? Do you take this man to be your awfully wedded wife? Is that not it?
No.
Abominably? I have no idea. I'm trying to make up a word that would fit it. That's funny. I had no idea.
Who is this guy? Oh, that's that friend of Sammy.
Del
Del
Sol.
Sol,
He got a
that's it.
contract.
He thinks he's the sun. Yeah, you're not shiny enough. Alita's like doggy sleep music playing, so I'm listening to you guys. Yeah. She making her snores known.
MJF. Woo! He's the blister on the ass of life.
Is he?
That's what JR just said.
Cut his music.
You gotta cut that music, guys. Come on. Get her done.
It's lawfully. Like lawfully. Really?
Huh, that doesn't even sound romantic.
Why would it be romantic?
It's a wedding thing.
So?
Lawfully wedded wife. Huh, I guess that is that. Awfully wedded.
So much better.
Lawfully wedded.
You're awfully wedded.
I have no idea. What is it?
Ooh.
Fact. Facts. Spitting facts. They can't boo for that.
Has the Jersey Shore what?
Skanks.
Oh yeah, those are bad. Alita's like finally recorded her snoring. Did ya? That's funny.
The fat people in Cincinnati.
I want you to know he don't care.
Don't give a shit.
He doesn't care if he offended people. He's salted the earth. Oh, he's religious.
They're gonna keep this going.
Brian Pillman. He's gonna go after somebody else. Jericho isn't
Why the
around anymore.
fuck would it be Brian Pillman though? Could you pick a worse wrestler?
Yes. Yes. Who could have a feud with Darby Allin?
That would be better than.
Would it?
Yeah. Methany.
We're just gonna massacre him. He was waiting for it. It's like, hello? Oh, too obvious.
O2. And you can know it. Here he comes. meet him up there. He's going to come from behind.
Wardlow.
Old Methany.
Methany.
His mom, Methany.
Mom's name's Methany.
Oh, Wardlow stuck the chair right up in his mouth.
Oh, God.
He slapped Wardlow right in the face.
He didn't fall all the
Wardlow
way
stayed
out.
on his feet, though. Swings for the fences.
He missed a lot.
It is crazy how much he does look like his Faja. His dad was bigger, stronger guy, but he was definitely, they're built really close to the same.
At least he looks a lot more like a wrestler should, as a second generation of a kid of a wrestler. You know what I mean?
Although Brock Anderson he does look like Iron and Ole from the Minnesota Wrecking Crew back in the day, but
Not as thick though. I mean,
right. No, he's not as strong.
28 years ago, your daddy died. Javier's in the chat. Hey, Javier. How's it going? How's your Wednesday? Go away, stupid duck. I was embarrassed for you.
Methany.
Javier is doing good. Fantastic.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
Who are going to talk to him as he's crying?
Get louder.
Javier says, it's been a couple weeks since I've been here.
Yeah,
But you're here, and that's awesome.
He always had these crazy eyes. Like, he doesn't have the eyes that his dad had. Even when he was just coming out like normal, you could tell he was just kind of always a little crazier, you know?
He looks a lot like him, though.
He does. He has the same face. He just doesn't have those crazy eyes, like a weird intenseness always in his eyes.
Intenseness. Ew, why is CM Punk up there talking? Yes. Who put him in the commentary box? Orfo.
Dante Martin.
And Matt Sydal versus the FTR.
Well, I hope the FTR just decimates him. Dante Martin is my least favorite wrestler in the history of the sport.
Yeah?
Yeah, and
You
that's
hate him that much?
hard to do.
Is it because he's a little kid?
No, it's because he's trash.
Is he trash?
I don't like that they put him on TV every week either. He should be on Dark. And that's the frustrating part for me.
Yeah.
So literally all day shoveling and using the chainsaw. So I felt like it was a very productive day.
Productive day for forearms.
But they are both so sore.
Roberto's in the chat. Hey, Roberto.
Roberto, thanks for hanging out with us.
How's it going?
Roberto is here. And we got the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders coming back. You guys have to start here soon if you guys are into that on CMT. Dallas Cowgirl cheerleader thing. There's a lot of open spots.
Mm-hmm. She loves Kenzie so much. Sorry. She's very emotional about it, too.
I've seen that on Girls Just Want Out.
The emotion?
I love to dance.
Mm.
Tear it up. Get up and dance.
That's so weird.
Get on the table.
Ew, no, you get on the table. Lita's like, sorry, so quiet, I'm eating dinner. What you having for dinner? What's dinner tonight? I had an apple. Sorry, guys. Roberto's like, I'm doing good. You are? You're doing good, huh?
Fantastic night.
Are you enjoying this AEW? Did you get to see that Adam Cole was the first person out tonight?
Baby!
He got to have a match with Frank Kazarian.
He did. And he won it.
What? Are you
Yes,
having
he did.
ASCII? I don't know what that is.
Are you home, ASCII?
No. Alita's having a food. A skillet mill. Oh. I'm like, what's an ASCII?
I like skillet food.
A skillet mill? Like the ones that you get in like the packages and then kind of like Hamburger Helper, but like a skillet mill one? Or is it like a homemade skillet mill? Curiously asking for a friend. Yeah, I don't either. Ooh, he's got better hair. He's got way more body. That's for sure. Did he lose that Impact belt already?
There, because that's awesome. What?
What did he say?
That they drug his ass out of a developmental. He said they got so much pull, they drug his ass out of developmental.
That's too funny. Burn. Ew, burn. I'm pretty sure the dinosaur knows how to talk.
He's good at it, too.
He's like, oh, okay. Lolita says, the ones in packaging. Ah, yes, the skillet mills and the packages. Yeah, you put it in a pan and chicken and garlic. Yeah, I've seen those. I've never made one, but I've seen them. They seem like they wouldn't be too bad. Oh, the Hate Fake Fighting's back. Hey. How's it going? MJF's a fake clown. He might be a fake clown. Most clowns are fake.
Like John Wayne Gacy.
No, he was serious clown, though.
All right, we got the FTR taking on, what's his name again? It's Matt Sydal.
Yeah, Matt Sydal.
Is it Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt. He's the one that slipped and fell.
Is it?
Mr. Sydal. He slipped and fell on his debut night. Vindicator's in the chat. Hey, Ben. There's a nice quad back there looking pretty in red, baby.
Baby. Yeah, I parked it over there.
Did you?
It was parked out in the street, basically, so I figured I'd bring it in. Out in the, not the street, but the driveway.
Right. Make sure that it wasn't.
I had to bring the Harley in, too. I put her over there.
Ooh.
I took her for a little spin last night.
Oh.
It was so nice and cool. It was so awesome.
Hates like Matt's a fake wrestler.
All right, FTR taking it right to Sydal and his partner.
Oh, most of the mats are. Every mat in any wrestling ever is fake. Oh.
Sydal's partner just got kicked off the side of the apron.
Kick. He's like, here, I'll show you. Kapow. I wonder how his arm's doing. I wonder if he has some of his nerve stuff back.
I'm sure he's wrestling. I'm sure he's fine.
He didn't have too much damage. Usually they'll regenerate themselves pretty good. You just got to give them a break.
3 to 6 weeks. I mean, obviously, he's still got it wrapped pretty deep. That can't be good for him.
He's like, let me see if I can make it really good.
Go on, Mom.
Right? Ooh, he's like, this
Cash.
Dante clown looks like he was bottle fed all his life. Well, he is pretty young. He's like 19, so he does look like a child still. Maybe a 5-year-old. Still being breastfed by his mom. Chris is in the chat. Hey, Chris. How's it going, man?
Hey,
How
Chris.
you doing there in Texas? How's your weather? Part of Texas are you in?
Is
I
it
have a
hot
cousin
there?
that moved to Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, she decided that she didn't like California anymore, so she moved to Texas. It's like, yes, that's a great place to go live. I know.
I want to go move to California when all these people move out. Once it's empty.
I know. I was like, all these people move here. We could just move to California and make it better, right?
It's so pretty. It was the prettiest state in the Union
Till
before they destroyed it, but
till
it wouldn't be
Sodom
hard
people did it.
to bring it back.
Chris is like, FTR, another team getting jobber entrances. Yeah? You think this is a jobber entrance? I guess it is, kind of, because
I don't know why
Dante
FTR is falling off. These guys were a champion.
Yeah, they were
And now
really
they're
good, and now all of a sudden they've put them into something else.
The
But
likes of
I guess they're on TV, so I guess that counts, right? They are on TV. We are seeing them.
Right.
So, yeah. All right, please don't spam the chat there, fake hater. Old hate fake.
He's the one that does not like wrestling because it's fake. I'm glad
Yes.
he keeps coming back, though, so that's
It should be banned. And it makes people lose brain cells and productivity, and it scams people.
Right.
Yes, like pudding. Pudding does the same thing.
Sounds like our last few presidents.
Pudding.
Not the pudding.
Oh.
The mindless.
Oh, that you lose brain cells. All right, I'm going to give you one more warning. Please stop spam me. I will put you in.
Totally Blanchard out there.
I will time you out. I get it. You hate it. That's awesome.
Talk about something like working on cars. What do you like to watch?
My God, if you don't like wrestling, what do you like? Wrestling's so fake. What do you like to watch that's
don't
not
concentrate on what you don't like. Concentrate on what you do like.
Like football? Do you like, other sports?
UFC?
Do you not like sports?
Boxing? You a Tyson Fury fan? Dante Wilder? Who's going to win? October 9th.
Chris says, yes, J-Man is on another stream spamming, so you might have to ban him if he comes in chat. Sweet! Lots of spamming.
It happens.
Oh, you'll stop spamming or telling the truth if you stop watching this? Well, I kind of have to watch the chat, so I have really no choice to watch it, because we do have people that like to talk, so can't help that part. But if you're not going to talk about other things, I mean, you're just wasting your own time, which is pretty sad on your part.
Do you like sports? Or do you watch like that, the chick that makes out with all the guys, what's that? And then she tries to pick a husband?
The Bachelor?
The Bachelorette.
The Bachelorette? They're probably a Bachelorette fan. I bet they really like those reality shows, because those aren't fake. Those are real.
I have no idea. I'm asking them if that's what they're watching.
It's in the name. Real. Reality.
Like the real world.
Real.
Which where The Miz came from. If you like The Miz, then you like reality, and then you like wrestling. It's science.
It's science. That's like the, what is it called? The 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon or whatever it is.
If you like reality TV, then you'll like wrestling because of The Miz. And now Maurice. And the Bellas.
They're all on real reality shows. Mm-hmm. Reality shows.
Anyways, the FTRs is too good for this tag team of Seidel and the other guy.
Well, they should be, right? Because they are an actual tag team, where the others aren't a tag team together.
Nah.
They've been in tag teams with other people.
I don't mind Seidel being on television or whatever, but this other dude needs to go.
Oh,
pack up his shit and fucking leave.
He needs to pack his bags. He needs to go to some kind of catering. Yeah, Chris, it is pretty cringe. They like to think they're bringing the real, but they're really not.
On reality TV?
No. When they spam, they're just being just as fake as what they're trying to, talk about. It's pretty funny.
But we give them attention, so they keep doing it.
Yeah. Well.
Alright, this is Dax Harwood.
That's the only way I'm going to be able to not give him attention is to put him in timeout, because I'm tired of seeing the same chat over and over again. Makes it
There's
so other
Cash.
people in our chat don't want to chat.
My friends call me Cash.
Yeah.
All right, come on, FTR, in this kid.
He's like, I'm so jumpy beanie. Oh, we missed him. Get him. Oh, there you Oh.
Little Frankensteiner.
That was supposed to be. Yeah, like everybody else, definitely. We need to change our thing, don't we?
1, 2. Cash kicks out again.
Oh, yes. Rawr.
Cash getting pinned one more time. This time they bridge out together.
Yeah, Wheeler is on top of his
Get it,
game.
Dax. And Dax. Here comes Dax.
Alita's like one of the people who WWE cut. Are you talking about FTR?
Yeah.
Cash and Dash or
At least they
whatever
kept
their
them
names
as
are.
a tag team. Look at this. 1, 2.
I think they left before they were
2
separated. Or were let go before they didn't they leave of their own accord?
Yes, they did.
I thought I didn't think that WWE cut them. I thought that they just left because they were sick and tired of the crap.
They asked for their release and was granted.
Yes. Well, the thing of it is like, I'm sure. Lolita's like, the troll is one of the people who WWE cut. Well, that's probably why they're upset. Chris is like, this is fake fighting account picked wrong channel to spam because Dee barely likes wrestling in general always. Just kidding. It's true. I mean, but it just makes it not a fun experience for everybody else. So, I'm sorry that they're
Get it? End it.
They're so sad
In
on
this
the
little
inside.
bastard. 1, 2, 3. FTR.
Yeah, finally. They got rid of him. Anyways, we have Janelle Jackson in the chat. Hey, Janelle says, I enjoyed the indie wedding last night. It was so funny because Dexter Loomis pulled out a hammer and threatened everybody when the preacher said, should these two be together?
It was pretty funny. They all raised their hand. Like the whole entire, people sitting. They took the ropes off the ring and they put white. And they had the bride's side and the groom's side. And they, anybody now speak up or forever hold your peace, whatever. And everybody's like, and then Dexter Loomis opens his jacket and he's got this hatchet. It's like a shiny new hat. And he just kind of, shows everybody. Everybody's like,
they're like, we don't think they should. No, it's fine. She should totally marry him.
Like I said, that he choked out the preacher. It was fantastic.
Chris is like, I thought Theory was going to ruin the wedding. I guess he could have, but...
Who was the guy in all the rainbow clothes that had the ring? That was pretty funny. There's this guy just sitting there, and he's like this, he's like in all this rainbow stuff.
Yeah.
And then they're like, he's got the ring, and he opens his jacket, and it's right here. And he's like, and he's in like these like tight little Speedo.
Oh God.
Bottoms.
What the hell? That's kind of a weird thing to wear to a wedding.
It was pretty funny.
But, okay. Suzuki Goon.
Suzuki Goon.
2 members of Suzuki Goon. That's weird. I don't understand that. Oh, hey, look, it's what's his face? Lance Archer.
Lance Archer sticking out for the Suzuki.
Yeah. Wow, Archer.
Are they going to do a tag team match? Yeah. When is this fight date?
They haven't specified anything that I've seen yet.
Unless it's that Rampage they keep. It's Archer, obviously knows Japanese.
Does he?
I said it with him.
Next
week, New York City.
New York City. So next week, wrestling fans will have 4 hours of wrestling to watch on Friday night.
What?
What? Why? What are you talking about? 4 hours. Lolita says, okay, she's sleeping. Chris says, Suzuki time, baby.
The lights went out.
It's Malachi.
It's Malachi. It's Malachi. It's Malachi. It's Malachi.
It's Malachi. It's Malachi.
Malachi.
Chris says, Suzuki time, baby. You know, Lolita's like, okay, she's sleeping.
Try not to yell.
The puppy's sleeping, having snores.
Malachi. And he's going to be wrestling Cody, what, next week?
I think so. I don't think it's this week, but maybe that was last week. I don't know. Lolita's like, Malachi. Yes.
It's Malachi.
It's Malachi.
It's Malachi.
He's very excited.
Sleep.
Leopold.
Oh.
It's Leopold. Leopold. It's Leopold.
He's like, he's like, oh, then he takes his glove off and like leaves it there. And then goes does something else. He comes back, puts his hand back in his glove. Like,
the poor opera singer's
He's like-
dying. He's like trying to get more air and he can't. It's Malachi.
Malachi.
Mr. Black.
I can't remember who he's fighting tonight, but probably Dustin or one of Dustin's friends.
It could be
The Nightmare
Cody.
Family.
It could be this week instead of it being last week.
This song is very annoying. There's like some dude just screaming.
I can't even tell what it is. Weird. All right, Lieutenant Martha's in the chat saying CM Punk at the commentary table tonight. Yeah,
He's been there all
he's
night.
over there yakking away, thinking he knows stuff.
Next week. Hopefully that's the main event. What you do? What?
They've been on me the whole time. Haven't you seen me over here having like weird spasms? It's very intimidating. He's gonna talk. What's he gonna tell us? Is he gonna have a story? Gonna be better than Adam Cole's story? I hope so. But
Baby.
stupid. Ooh, the members of the House of Black, please rise.
Please stand up.
No.
Oh. I thought you were gonna rise.
Ooh, we got an enemy. We got us an enemy.
Enemy of the House of Black.
Black houses,
Is the
evil people. Is that Rosario Dawson?
Pretty sure that's Rosario Dawson.
That is Rosario Dawson. Like, she even has her name on her jacket.
Little smoke show there.
Rosario out there. Little Rosario action. Supernova Zaps in the chat saying, what?
Oh, she's coming in. She's hanging out with Cody. She's like, I want to be on the show.
It's like, totally
Let's do
I
it.
want to hang out with you guys. Can I come on your wrestling show? You know, because they met on his one show.
Yeah, she's a host. Like he is.
Mm-hmm.
There he is.
There's Cody.
Cody's coming out.
He's like, hey,
He's going to save her Cesario.
Rosario. Oh, she got it.
Rosario's on his back.
She attacked him.
Rosario's taking it right to Malachi. Oh, she fell down.
She fell down. It's horrible.
Cody's taking it right to him
Oh, getting
in
him.
his fancy suit.
His fancy pants.
He looks
They're
like
both in fancy pants.
he looks like he should be hosting The Price is Right. Price is wrong, bitch.
That's what he's telling Malachi right now. The price is wrong, bitch.
They're fighting in the crowd.
Kiwi Lollipops in the chat saying, now it's a fight. That's right, it's a
Got a
fight
good
now. Got
Oh.
all these ladies. Chris was like, oh, what? What do you mean, what? What? What do you mean, what?
What? What?
What, Chris? What? What?
Cody taking it right to Malachi.
Rosario's like, look, I'm part of Cody's family.
She's part of the Nightmare Collective or the Nightmare Family.
She's
Whatever
part of the Nightmare family. Guy's like, yeah, this is awesome. Yay. At least he was clapping without a phone in his hand.
Half of them have their phones.
I know.
Most of them have their phones now. that I
Oh.
think of it. Wouldn't you lose your phone if they hit it? Cody getting wild.
Right?
He's wilding out.
That lady kind of like was like, oh my gosh. The one in that pink dress.
Mhm.
He was having a seizure. Chris is like, oh shit, there's Grim. Who's Grim? Do we know him?
Isn't Grim What shows that? Skeleton.
Sure. Yeah, the Grim Reaper. Yeah.
It's like a little.
Mandy and Grim. Yeah, it was a cartoon show. Grim. The Grim Reaper. But I'm sure he was talking about somebody else. Alita's
Cody,
like,
taking
that's
it
a
right to
real
Malachi.
pinfalls anywhere. It's not even a match.
Yeah,
They're just
They're
biting
fighting
each other
next
up.
week.
That guy's like, oh my god, I have my nachos and my stuff, and I've got my phone in my other hand. Well, I don't know what to do with myself. With his food. He's like this.
Malachi just busted something over Cody's head.
Ooh,
I think it was a
somebody's
glass of
drink.
beer.
Sour Sweet is in the chat. Hey, Sour Sweet said it's very rare to see a celebrity at a wrestling event. You don't see that often nowadays.
No, especially a celebrity of her
Like a
caliber.
celebrity that actually is a celebrity. Not like some weird YouTube freakoid like a Jake Paul or whatever.
That is Logan.
Logan Paul.
Logan is the handsome one. Jake is the ugly one. Logan got all the good genes. Jake got none.
They're both idiots. They're both not good looking people. No, it's not. It's definitely not a credit card company. That's just weird.
But no matter how handsome he is, he's not more handsome than Rosario Dawson.
Right? And Rosario Dawson is a celebrity. Like, actually is a celebrity.
Yeah. She's in movies.
Yeah.
She's in Alexander. You can see
like
her movies.
Real movies.
In Alexander. If you're looking at Rosario Dawson's movies.
Here's a show you should watch to make your hatchets.
I feel like I'm already a winner.
Uh-huh.
$23 movie. That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but it's nothing because the movie rentals are only like what? $4.99, $5.99.
So $5 a piece? 40 of them?
23 of them.
Oh, 23 of them.
But or you can get $10 off your bill for a year. What would be a better deal? That Forged in Fire, see?
I'm never gonna watch it.
You should watch it so you can make hatchets.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Why do they make Gomez's wife not attractive? She should be super attractive, I feel like. And Gomez shouldn't be fat. What's her name? Morticia, that's right.
But she's a cartoon, so they don't really make her attractive as cartoons. Let's see. Alita says, but you remember how they used to fight in the crowd and you can get a cheap shot in as a fan.
Right?
I would hope that most of the fans nowadays are a little more
laid back. Try not to kill people.
More,
like
respectful.
Terry Funk got stabbed by fans in the past.
And they're too busy with their phones to be able to do anything. Like, they're literally all too busy holding their phones that they don't have a hand free. Like, they don't even know how to be in the moment anymore. Quite
they have
ridiculous.
to show their friends that they were really there.
You could do that. You could do that once. Like, hey, look, I'm here. And then, like, I get it. Like, oh, here, a picture. Yay. Oh, look, they're fighting in the background. But put your phone away after that. And, enjoy what's going on. Mitzi's in the chat saying those were the days of the 80s and 90s, even the Attitude or Ruthless Aggression era. Yeah.
I mean, some of the fans in the crowd would come into the ring and start fights. They get beat up usually, but it was still pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. What a spectacle is that going to be? It's going to be a spectacle.
It's going to be a spectacle.
It's going to be a spectacle. A spectacle.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Spectacle.
It's going to be a spectacle.
Oh,
motherfuckers. The what Slayer?
The Queen Slayer.
Oh, is that what she's called? That's weird.
That means we need Charlotte over here.
True and a bit actor.
Yeah, nobody wants to watch these two fight.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Never.
Nobody with any testosterone, at least.
Pretty sure there's some non-testosterone people that want. Look at Ty Conti. Her face. John Silver's over there with his arm, and she's just like her face was priceless.
Look how much longer her arms are than his. This is creepy. It's like a foot longer.
What is it?
Tay Conte's arm is like a foot longer than the midget. John Silver's, yeah.
Look what you did.
Son of a bitch.
Starlight Glimmer in the chat says, "Is that me? Are you a bunny? I guess you are. You're the Playboy bunny, huh?" Yes. Yes, enough, gentlemen, please.
Because every single t-shirt sold out. In men's small and women's extra large. It's only fat women and skinny men.
It's too funny. Well, then kick out after a count of 2.
And you morons will go crazy. He's he's just spitting truth.
Right.
Here comes Jericho, though, to shut them all up.
The morons are going crazy, all right. Everybody sing a song.
Oh, don't forget to sing it.
I don't know it enough to sing it.
Do you want to play it? Or like 37 times a day?
No.
Run away. Cold like December snow. You turn this shit off right now. They don't even know the words. They have to look it up on their cell phones. They're still singing it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Paige Van Zant's out there? I did not see the smoke show. They're still singing. Run away. Look at his face.
I love that song. Oh, what is it?
Is that a Fozzy song?
Is that a Fozzy song? He's gonna make it one, and it's gonna be popular as fuck.
Chris Jericho on fire tonight.
Your fuzzy records. You guys get an allowance?
Paige Van Zant's calling him out.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, ouch. They're all like, oh. Nothing to say. Well, it just says, hey, it's the point that they even Google the song. More money. More monies. Yeah. They Google it. They listen to it. Gets views.
Talking about Brock.
A raging Bill. What?
Goldberg attacked him. They got in a fight, a real fight in the back.
Oh, God. Why would they get in a real fight?
I can't remember what it was, but...
That's weird.
Oh.
He's laughing so... He's trying to be all sorry. He was laughing so hard he couldn't help himself. Mitzi says Lambert does look like the late Bobby Heenan. Even the mannerisms looks identical. If only Monsoon was standing by Lambert's side. The shithole
Told you everything he says is just truth. It's so hard.
Shithole in New Jersey. Walter, see you
Next
bye, guys.
week.
See you Friday for SmackDown. Good AEW. All right, Walter, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you on Friday for SmackDown. I'll try to remember trivia.
Next week.
Ooh, no escape from New York for you. Ooh.
Yeah, that Paige Van Sant signed like $1 million contract for that bare knuckle fighting.
Did she?
Mm-hmm. And she's lost both of her fights so far.
Nice. Is it because she's too pretty? That way. It's probably fake.
She couldn't fight in the UFC anymore because she got fake boobs and they wouldn't let her fight in New York and there's 2 other cities.
Because she had fake boobs?
Yeah, they don't allow women's contact sport with
breast
fake
implants?
boobs. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
So half the women in the wrestling can't wrestle in New York
it's not a
because
sport.
oh,
Vince doesn't play an athletic commission.
Sophie says, did I miss what your thoughts about Rampage being 2 hours next Friday?
I did not know it was going to be 2 hours next Friday.
That's stupid.
I bet you their ratings aren't that great. That's all I'm going to say.
There's no way that they could be that good. And why they're doing it a 2-hour show on Rampage is ridiculously dumb.
And you're talking about like a week from this Friday? I don't know.
Saturday the 18th. That one's just an hour.
Rampage, that's an hour. I don't
This
think
Friday.
we can go far enough.
I don't think you can either. Oh, it's coming. Jade's coming out.
That's it. Oh, it's that bitch.
It's Jade Cargill.
Thank you, Jade, for being that bitch.
Right? That's some real shit right there. She's a brick house.
So the one that everybody was comparing her to that's in NXT, not on her level. By the way, not on her level at all.
The one with the braids with that weird rap group thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, that was
she was so
pathetic.
botchy, it was hard to watch. Now, granted, it was her first match ever.
I don't care.
But still,
if she's doing that bad in NXT, she needs to go back to the Performance Center and work harder. Ayla's in the chat. Hey, Ayla. Hey, Ayla. Hey. So it's like I thought I saw it somewhere that AEW Rampage really 2 hours next Friday for some reason. I can't imagine that they would do that. It would be really weird, but maybe. I don't
The
know.
cool thing about Ayla's birthday tomorrow
Ayla's
is-
birthday's tomorrow?
is that it's 100 days from her birthday till Christmas, so you can start the countdown.
Shit, tomorrow is the 16th, isn't it?
60. Yeah. Start your countdown.
What
But
the hell?
every year, no matter what. So her birthday comes, and we got 100 days. You could start the Christmas countdown. Set up your trees.
Trees. Talking about trees, I need to buy one.
100 days, guys.
It says, and it will be 10 to 12 on that Friday in New York.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
I'm not watching it, so I don't care.
I watch it.
You would watch it.
Why wouldn't I watch it?
I don't know. Why wouldn't you?
AEW,
Ugh.
2-hour show.
Ugh.
Fantastic.
I'm going to go to bed.
Oh, Leila Hirsch. Now, Leila Hirsch has been doing really good. She was wrestling, what's her name, over on NWA in that all-women's pay-per-view. What's her name? Carmel? Something like that.
Mm.
The
It was
champion.
like, wow, thanks, Misty. Yeah, you're welcome.
Are you not paying attention to us?
What did you say?
Exactly. I said Leila Hirsch was over on NWA wrestling at that all-women's pay-per-view against that, is it Camille?
Yes.
Yeah, it was Camille, and Camille's a big girl, big, strong, physical specimen, just like Jade Cargill. So, and Leila Hirsch did very well against her.
I'll start remembering birthdays.
I think Jordan's is in October, isn't it like the 24th or something?
Maybe.
I think all their birthday, well, not Ayla's, but the kids and Jordan's are like the 24th, 25th, 26th.
Mm-hmm.
Very easy to remember.
Yes.
One.
Ellie, I'm lucky if I remember my own birthday.
No way she's that strong. Look at the power. Leila Hirsch is not a small package.
No. She's like, how dare you? I'll snap your shoulder in half.
Jade Cargill literally looks like she could pull a Jeep out of a ditch.
Right.
She got Mandy
She does
Rose.
look really good. As Alita says, a drag queen. Okay.
Okay, be nice.
Alita's like, happy birthday, Ayla. Sophie's like, I mean, from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. We understood what you meant. It was like, thought we were pals. No, Travis doesn't know my birthday. It's law. Yeah, well, you know. I'm not really related.
This is the last day that she's going to be in her 20s.
My God, she's turning 30. My God, you old woman.
I don't know if she wanted me to tell people that. But anyways, yeah.
We were 12 when she was born.
Mm-hmm. I was in
That's hilarious.
7th grade.
That's too funny. Sophie's like, I thought today marks 100 days until Christmas.
The 101. Alexa, how many days till Christmas?
Christmas will start in 101 days, on Saturday, December 25th, 2021.
There you go, Sophie. There's the real answer. The bitch knows. Voldemort knows. It's like, yeah, George is 24th, Oz is 25th, and India's the 26th. But all in different months, so it's okay.
Yes. All over, too. You guys have it all spread out where you can have parties.
Yeah.
My family, it's like...
Because what?
They're all the same.
April?
April's is in September. She's different.
No.
Oh.
Indies.
Right. Yeah, April, June, and October and September, yeah. You can always celebrate mine. Mine's in January. If you get, like, a lull.
Right. Sophie says, with Biggie winning the championship, Drew could challenge for the WWE championship now.
Is that what we want, or do you think that he'll get drafted over to SmackDown? The draft is October 1st and October 4th, by the way. They advertised it last night on NXT.
They did.
2.0.
They advertised it and announced it. That's when the drafts are happening. Alita says, well, you knew that they turn out to be beautiful women, right? Alita's like, LOL. Ayla says, I was going to have a funeral for my 20s, but I didn't plan it, so a grave cake, all black clothes. Why not? That's what you're supposed to do.
Little tombstone.
Do we have to say things like, like make a eulogy for your 20s? Have somebody have a. Yeah, Ayla said, September or April, June, September, and October. Yep, so George is in October. So he says with Biggie winning the championship, that probably rewrites all the storylines and feuds that they have planned from now until Survivor Series.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they're going to do that. I don't know if Biggie's going to keep the title for very long, or if he's just a placeholder.
Ayla's like, I don't have a kitchen to make my cake, haha. You can always come to our house and make it in my kitchen. It's not very big a kitchen, but you're more than welcome to.
Everything's within arm reach.
I have a mixer and everything.
Everything.
I may not have all that fancy, flour and stuff, but Sophie's like, my birthday is February 2nd.
My daughter's is February 1st.
Well, it says, come and check out our street corners.
Oh, shit.
Jeez.
Jade Cargill getting it. She's in for a fight, basically. Leila Hirsch is not a walkover. You might be able to step over her, but you're definitely not going to overlook her.
Yeah, she is kind of a beefy little thing, isn't she? What is that person that's on your on the Wrestling Gab Instagram that looks like her but isn't her? Like she's short and like all.
She looks heavy, but she's ripped.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. She's a wrestler, and she's an independent. I think she's either in Impact or she's an independent wrestler. But it's crazy because she looks like she's super overweight, and she takes her top off, and she has no fat on her midsection.
Yeah, I saw her pic. She was doing on
look
the
at
Instagram
this, guys.
page.
That bitch gonna end it right here. Leila Hirsch like, done. Count to 100. Now we need to see her start moving forward.
Yeah, she was doing bikini shots. Like that's what she was doing on her Instagram page. It was something about bikinis and brawn or bikinis and muscles or something. Bikinis and barbells.
That bitch.
Maybe that's what it was.
Doing it. She should paint the other half of her hair black, and she would be Cruella.
I don't want her to do. I think she's fine.
Like Cruella.
If you lie to me, it's because you don't respect me. I'm always one step ahead. He sounds like some cartel guy that's like I
Let me tell you something, Tony. Don't ever fuck me, Tony. Don't ever try and fuck me.
It's like, why does Andrade sound like he's the cartel guy? What's it? Oh, the Kingpin.
All I got is my word and my balls, and I don't break neither one for anybody.
He can be anyone when he wants.
He can, hopefully.
He got rid of his mouthpiece, so he can't speak Spanish anymore. The other guy's just standing there like this.
Dork.
Basically.
The old dorkfish.
So he's like, do you think they are going to do Goldberg versus Biggie at some point, and where does Bobby go now?
No, they're not going to do Goldberg Biggie. They're only going to bring Goldberg in for big matches. And the only reason that Biggie would fight Goldberg is if Goldberg was going to take the title, and I honestly do not see that happen.
What was that? Oh, the squirrel's fighting?
Probably on our roof.
Hey, they're going to stop fighting.
Now they don't have their interstate.
They're over there. Tree. I don't have their interstate.
Fucking Hook. There's another guy.
Ugh, this guy.
Go away!
He's chewing his cud like a cow. Yeah, they can't go through the trees and to the back of the thing here. Weird. Anyways, Aaliyah's like, yeah, you can't tell the difference. You can't. But Ayla's like, I have fancy flour. It's just cake flour. Yeah, it's fancy flour. Sophie's like with Bobby.
There it is. Hobbs from behind, right into Punk. Punk might have just got whiplash. He might be gone. He might be done. That might have been the end of it for Punk.
Maybe they broke his neck. It's clubbering time. Do you know what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what Sheamus does. He goes clubbering. Oh, Hook's actually doing something.
Oh, God, this guy. That's somebody. This is an embarrassment to wrestling right there.
Well, I mean, just the fact that Punk's getting beat up by fucking nobody and Hobbs. They're gonna break him through the announce table.
I guess. Hobbs is wearing.
So out of all the tables to go beat up, it's funny because AEW's ring announce table isn't like right next to the ring. You know what I mean? Like I get this in WWE because it's like the only thing around.
Right.
But this is like going out of your way to just break something.
Right.
CM Punk through the announce table. It didn't break.
Nope. It just
kind
fell
of broke.
down.
It fell over. Punk might be dead, guys. Hobbs just tried to break his back.
He's breathing,
oh no, he's
it's
still
fine.
breathing. Hobbs saying he didn't do anything. He's cool. We know you're cool.
Your outfit isn't, but that's beside the point.
This isn't Fashion Gap.
Well, it should be. Sophie says with Bobby losing the championship, that opens the door for him and Drew to get drafted to SmackDown, and Kevin Owens and Cesaro probably getting drafted to Raw. Alita says, and they tuck really well.
You honestly think that Bobby's going to go to SmackDown and wrestle Roman? I don't see that. They got to keep those two on separate channels.
Right? Sophie says, what are your thoughts about the NXT relaunch called NXT 2.0? There have been plenty of mixed reactions to that.
So the wrestling was legit. I kind of liked it. I liked that it didn't look like it was in somebody's basement anymore. It was very basement feeling, like wet and dingy kind of feeling, like like the bottom floor of a warehouse.
Right.
Now it looks like a real wrestling company, which I like, but I think they are going a little overboard on color. I just think there's too much color, and I'm not, like just turn the color down. Like it'd still be that color, just turn it down a little, just a little bit.
Right, just a little.
Remember when you could adjust the color on your television in the old days? You just turn it down a little bit.
Right.
That vibrant color.
Sophie says, I wonder how many AEW talent that been there since day one. AEW won't re-sign because of all these new signings these past few months.
Who knows? I see what you're trying to go with it, but it's all about selling television contracts in the future, and this is what they need to do. They're going to have to sign the WWE guys so they can get bigger contracts for TV and hopefully get in that $1 billion range like Vince does, and then they'll be fine. Vince selling everything for about $2.5 billion per 5 years.
Yeah.
And so if they can get upwards of that type of money, not there, but like $1 billion over 5 years would be fantastic for them. Because right now they signed $60 million for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to get that price up, and they can now. I feel like if they renegotiate, they would get a better deal. And they did renegotiate because they were going to stay. They signed a contract to be on TNT.
Right.
And they're moving them to TBS.
Right.
So that means they're breaching their contract.
Well, yeah.
Turner is. So they renegotiated. So they might have already got the bigger money already.
Oh, yeah, true.
For the move to TBS.
Right.
And maybe even a longer term deal. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about it, but Tony Khan did say if they want us to move, they'll have to renegotiate. And his dad owns it, and his dad ain't gonna just step aside. His dad would say, "Oh, we'll see you in court then." You know, it's not like Tony Khan's in charge of this stuff, guys. What's his name? Ashif or something? Khan? His dad?
Oh, yeah, I don't know his stuff.
Anyways, he's the man.
He is the man because he's the one that owns it, not Tony.
Yes. He owns NFL teams.
He basically was like, all right, son, I'll buy this so you can have some fun, but
better be profitable.
It better work out, and if it doesn't, well, you know, just kidding, out of the will.
He'll just sell it.
Right.
He's like, I know a guy that'll buy it right now.
Oh, and then get rid of all of them. Alita says, what's up with the hair? On Hook, I have no idea. It's so dumb. It makes me want to take hair clippers to his head. Alita's like, okay, that table was the wrong one. And Sophie says, AEW fans thought that CM Punk might feud with MJF when he first entered the company. And Luna is in the chat saying, there goes CM Punk's career. Even I heard the snap in his shoulder. Alita says, I missed it. The NXT 2.0. And Sophie says there are some fans calling NXT 2.0 Raw Light. NXT gained viewers with the new relaunch. I'm sure a lot of people wanted to see what was going to happen.
I watched it. I watched it live.
That doesn't
Most
mean
of it, not all of it.
that doesn't mean that they're going to stick and stay. But, of course people are going to check it out to see what's going on. They're going to have to, right? Sophie says, if they did move Dynamite at some point, what night would be good for them?
Thursday.
Old Sean
Wait, what show?
Dynamite. If they did move Dynamite at some point,
Monday.
What night would be good for them?
I want to see him go on Mondays. Same time. Same bat time, same bat channel. Maybe not channel, but
so
same
instead
time.
of the chairman, he's now the Canadian god. That's what it says
Why
on
is there
his
so much
pants.
god stuff? Spanish god, Canadian gods.
Olita says the table didn't break. Yeah, I'm not sure it was going to anyways. They probably make that table specifically for a reason to not break, I would imagine.
Shit, the WWE makes theirs out of Velcro. So
That's
after somebody
true.
goes through it, they can put it all back together. In the old days, it used to break. And I bet you at some point they're like, hey, I have an idea. Let's just make it break away, and then we can just put it back together, and it won't cost any money. And they're like, it's fantastic.
That's a great stupid idea. So the last time that Shawn Spears and Darby Allin had a match together was back in 2019. When they very first started.
Yeah.
It was like September of 2019 or something like that.
I'm glad that you remember.
No, they just showed it.
Oh. Well, shit, the company started in October. So it couldn't have been, unless it was at a pay-per-view.
It was probably a pay-per-view. I mean, you can rewind it to see, but... Sophie says, remember Impact went on Monday to compete against Raw? Look at how that turned out. I don't see AEW going that route.
Different company, trust me. This one has different financial backing. This one has different types of stars. There is a lot of fans that would rather watch CM Punk than any person on WWE's roster. There's a lot of fans that would rather watch Adam Cole than anybody on WWE's roster. There's a lot of people that would like to see Darby Allin, Kenny Omega. This is a different group. This isn't that
John
group.
Moxley.
John Mox. This is not the same group that Impact had when they had an aging Hulk Hogan, an aging Sting, an aging Randy Savage. All those guys were old. What's his name? Kurt Angle. When they were trying to go one-on-one with Raw. It was just different. I didn't even watch it, and I was a huge Hulk Hogan fan. Like, it was on a weird network. It just didn't work.
It wasn't kosher. It totally wasn't kosher.
And I did watch that first episode, by the way. When they went to a square ring, remember they had that six-sided ring? And then they went to the square ring? I watched that. I remember, because Hogan was changing everything. It didn't work. They ended up going back to the six-sided ring, and I think they are in a four-sided ring now, right? In Impact, we watched it.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a normal one. Sophie says, with AEW moving to TBS in January, that kind of stinks for TNT because they don't have that many shows on that network, but they have sports.
Yeah, and it's too big of a deal to move Dynamite onto the weekend.
Yeah, TNT has baseball games and stuff during their season, and things like that. So they didn't want to compete with that, and they do not put them on their TBS. They do not put them on their TBS station most of the time. Every once in a while they might,
Darby's
but normally they do not.
Look at Shawn Spears flipping off Sting.
As he should. Hey, look at your favorite referee. Oh, yeah. He moved.
This is the worst referee in all of wrestling. Maybe right there with the girl from SmackDown.
The blood. She's so bad. Elita says it will get tested, more ratings. Yeah. Sophie says, I remember when Impact and WWE went head to head and the war ended not that long after it. Elita says baseball is always on TBS.
Superstation. When I was a kid, it had every Braves game. You could literally watch 162 Brave games a year.
Right. But that's on a certain day. We're talking Wednesday nights.
Right.
For TNT.
Oh, shit! And they had all the Hawks games. I'm assuming that Ted Turner owned the Hawks, too. But I'm not sure on that one. But they had all the Hawks games, too. Like, half of my childhood, I just memorized commercials. And half of it was that. Does it smell like chloroform?
He's gonna wash his face.
Oh, this is like disrespectful. This is like luchador.
He's washing his face. Does Sean Spears have children at home? Get that goddamn crap off your face.
No. Peyton Royce has not been impregnated yet.
Gage Mitchell's in the chat. Hey, Gage. Hello, everyone. He says, hello.
Hey, Gage.
Alita says, yes, he did. He owned the Hawks, too, she's saying.
Yeah.
All right, Alita, we'll go with whatever you say.
Watch Dominic Wilkins on WTBS. That's what they called that. It's W because it was Warner. So WTBS.
Ah, makes sense. So.
What is that?
I was watching a video on YouTube with people eating, of course. But it was a mixture of like all kinds of different people mukbanging, like mukbang eaters or ASMR eaters or whatever from different countries.
Okay.
And there was one guy from the Philippines. He's Filipino. And he was eating this food, and then he got out this sauce and put it on his stuff. And the person who was doing the video that put it all together and stuff that made a comment about it was banana ketchup. So I guess in World War II, when they had what do you call them? Soldiers. When they had the soldiers there in the Philippines, there was a shortage of tomatoes, but they had an abundance of bananas in the Philippines. And so they started making ketchup out of bananas. And so it's called like banana ketchup. And it's literally just made out of bananas. And then it's like cooked down. And it doesn't have sugar in it. It just has bananas. I was like, I wonder if Travis would eat that.
I'm sure I would. I don't know.
Because it has spices in it, like ketchup would, right? Like your garlic and other spices and stuff like that. But they do put like dye in it to make it red. But you could make it without it. Like you could get it without the dye. So it's just kind of a brownish kind of color instead of like red like ketchup. That's fine. Ayla says, Gage says, what time is it over there? It's so light out.
7:30.
7:30 p.m. Ayla's like, it's 6 a.m. Right? We just got up really early to do this. Sophie's like, how would guys like MJF, Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin fit in the WWE?
Say those names again.
MJF, Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin.
The last two wouldn't make it at all. But the first one would be a star. He would be just like The Miz. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have the size, but he has his mic ability. He's right there, with
like LA Knight, Miz,
LA Knight's gonna make
Rock.
it. The Miz,
not his size, but talking wise.
The Rock has all of it. He's a total package.
Yes, but I mean, he's like talking wise, like MJF.
Yes,
has that ability to
Chris
talk.
Jericho.
Lita says, just got dark here in my town, right? Ayla says, good morning from Ohio. Cage like, it's 8:27 in Dubuque? What? Dubois? I don't know. I have no idea what that word is.
It's where they have the UFC fights, I'm pretty sure.
Dubuque. That is not Dubai.
I didn't say Dubai. They don't have it in Dubai. It's down on the coast.
Dubuque? I don't know, but it can't be 8:27 there. Lita says, Ayla, stop playing. And Sophie's like, has this Dynamite been better than last week, or is it the same thing as last week? Better. There's not as many talking segments.
It's a lot better this week. They actually went out.
They actually did.
They put some wrestling matches on it. Last week it was tough. But yeah, this is a fantastic show so far. I can't believe there's only a half hour left. I don't know where the show went.
It's awesome. That's what I'm talking about. Last week's went by so slow.
Darby's punched him in the kneecap. Like, you know what kind of brain power you have to punch somebody in the kneecap?
None. Because it's a stupid thing to do.
Can you imagine punching somebody in the knee? That's one of your hardest places on your body.
Like, let me punch you in your kneecap.
They teach you here, knees, and right here when you're fighting. You want to use your knees, you want to use your elbows, and you want to use the top, the crown right there, your forehead. And you will bust people up. And Darby's punching with his soft fist bones.
It looks like I can't help it. Yeah, you're always just a clown, Ayla. Good thing you're getting older tomorrow. Sophie's like, I know AEW will be on TNT every once in a while after they move to TBS.
Shit, look at this, Darby! Oh, like a battering ram.
They could possibly. Alita says, learned that from his daddy. And Gage says, it's in Iowa. Okay, so it's in Iowa, but how do you say it?
Darby just won it.
Yeah, he did nothing, and then gave him a coffin drop and won.
One move.
Fucking
Darby Allin's patented
garbage.
one move offense.
So stupid. Ugh, seriously, this guy bugs me. Sophie says NXT has 3 new talents, and one of them looks like Bianca Belair.
Yeah, we were just talking about her earlier. I think she's the Jade Cargill of the NXT.
She's like
but
with the rap people.
She's terrible, but she looks fantastic.
Sure,
she's a 10.
Is she though?
Oh, yes.
Get rid of the hair, it might be. It looks like I thought Idaho, Iowa, and Ohio were the same. Yeah, they're all the same. Vindicator says, hey, Wrestling Gab by Gab, you have a fun watching Darby get beat up another day at the office. But he didn't really, I mean, he's getting beat up now, I guess, but he didn't really get beat up, right? He didn't get beat up enough that he couldn't
Look at this. Now, legendary
drop.
battles right here between these two.
Right?
Tully Blanchard when he was in the Four Horsemen versus Sting. When he was the blonde Sting. Remember the old Stinger? Anybody know the old blonde Sting? The ow Sting.
It was like, hey, Gage, if I say potato, you say. And then here it says they are the same Ayla, all in the north of the USA.
Yes. Idaho thinks they're a southern state, but that's all right. All right, picking up Sting, totally getting back in the ring. Oh, look at this. He's had a surgically repaired neck. Oh, down on his neck.
Dubuque.
Dubuque. Oh, Iowa.
Dubuque.
I've heard of that.
Iowa. Dubuque. There we go. That makes more sense. Thanks, Alita, for helping me with that one. Dubuque, Iowa.
Oh, look at this. Her wife and Sting's paying off now.
Oh, it's an old man. It's so weird. Kayla says, wow, pull off the Florida Panhandle. Yes. The north of the USA and the Florida Panhandle. That's where Idaho, Iowa, and Ohio are. That's exactly where we're at. Hurricane winds and all.
We know our geography here. Let's look at this.
It's already breaking. Huh.
Some super cute. Put some of that crackle.
It's probably not a good idea when it just gets stuck.
Put it on without the watch on.
I know, but is it the whole...
Is it smart to put the title on Daniel Bryan? Is he going to be the one that beats Kenny Omega? Right when he first shows up?
What?
Anyways, you didn't answer my question.
About Daniel Bryan?
Yeah, is it smart to put... Yeah, put the title on.
No, I don't think it's smart to put the title on him.
So you think he's going to lose to Kenny, and then they'll move him on to somebody else?
I don't know. I just don't think it's smart to put that on him.
You want to see him do it
all. Alita says, I remember the blonde Sting. That's who I fell in love with.
Yes, me too. And when he turned to black and white, I never really cared for him as much.
Kayla's like, just north of Florida. Oh, just north of it. Vindicator's like, they stole Mark Calloway finisher. That tears it. I'm gone. Back again on Taker. Real show. SmackDown. Whatever, Vindicator.
There he comes.
Alita's like, nope. And Sophie's like, I heard that they are setting up a Christian Cage Adam Cole feud.
They are.
They are. They're doing it.
That's what you were seeing.
That's what they're kind of pulling.
Daniel Bryan with his new hip-hop song.
So weird.
Shouldn't they have just done it with their yes chant?
Alita says the same here, Travis.
I get it. Sting. Well,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. definitely. Like, it was... Once he turned, I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was all dark, and it was, like, right around the time that movie came out with Bruce Lee's son. Brandon Lee.
The Crow.
The Crow.
He
And then
died.
Sting, like, adopted the Crow. And then he was hanging out in the bleachers, and it was all dark. It worked. And a lot of people love it. That's the Sting they love.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what happened to Sting?
You're like,
He was a
That's
high
Sting.
flyer. He'd throw him in the corner, splash him, and then put him in the Scorpion Deathlock. It's awesome. And Sting's a big dude.
Yeah,
Like,
he is a big
he
guy.
could hang with any of the big guys. Even Goldberg.
What's even more sad is Bryan Danielson is shorter than Tony Schiavone.
Oh, yeah.
Sophie's like, Johnny Wrestling might be the next to join AEW since his contract expires on December 3rd unless he decides to stay with the WWE.
I think he'll stay.
Will, just
I
like
think he'll stay because there's no place for him on here.
feminine physique.
He's a mid-carder
done
at best in AEW. He's a mid-carder where he's at. The hippie millionaire.
Okay. So it was like, too bad Sting didn't have much time to wrestle in the WWE.
Yeah. Seth broke his neck. So Kenny Omega came out with his shirt up in his mouth.
He looks like such a dweeb.
That's exactly it.
Right.
Telling the truth.
Totally.
It was built on the back of Kenny Omega.
It was built on his back. He's been carrying it all this time. It's like, do only big guys hang with other big guys? What if they need sewing in a crawl space? Or worse, the bottom shelf. They need a small friend. Something. They need something in a crawl space.
All my friends were always taller than me, so I'd have been that guy.
Travis was that guy. The guy that they're like, well, we can just send Travis in the crawl space. What? I don't want to go in the crawl space, but we're too big. Oh, hey, can you reach that on the bottom shelf? You're small and short. That's fine. That's what Ayla was, too. She was the short one. Tiny friend. Melita says, sparkling shoes. Very sparkly in his fancy pants and his fancy shoes. So it's like Pete Dunne signed a 3-year contract, and the wrestlers who have their contracts expiring soon got a lot to think about, like re-sign with the WWE or go to AEW or New Japan or Impact or not wrestle at all or go somewhere else. They don't have to go to AEW.
Not Don Grandpa Callis.
Yeah, nobody wants to talk to Grandpa Callis.
Someday it will be about the title.
It's just about his better. Gotta give the people what they want.
Come on, this match is going to be fan-fucking-tastic. Absolutely. Good deal.
No. Yes. Look at the crowd going cray-cray with their yeses. Yay! It looks like kinda I'm average height. I'm 5'4". Sam was the freak 5'7" in 5th grade. Poor thing.
Yeah, she was too.
Sam was a freak. She's still a little bit of a freak, but that's okay. It works for her.
I don't think so. She's not that much taller than me, is she?
No, not really. Lolita's like, Brian has gotten a little ripped. Did he forget he was a dad? Bite. Something's biting me. Goofy stooges.
He came to fight the god of professional wrestling. That would be Roman Reigns. And you lost to him at WrestleMania. So.
Yeah, loser! Sophie says, Pico
Piece of shit.
from Ring of
Piece
Honor
of shit.
isn't going to resign with Ring of Honor. Who knows what company he wants to wrestle for? I don't know who PCO is.
No idea.
He doesn't think it's true. Oh, he lost his balls.
Daniel would know all about that. He was castrated years ago.
Yeah, totally castrated.
It doesn't have to be a
Yes or
title
no?
match. He's saying it's not even going to be for the title. We just want a wrestling match.
Sophie's like, is Ring of Honor still a thing? You don't hear that much about them. Did they just have like a big Ring of Honor women's match or some shit?
That was
or...
NWA.
Oh, okay. Didn't they just have a big thing? Ring of Honor?
They might have had a pay-per-view.
Huh.
Give it to us, Kenny. No. Oh, he's gonna do it.
No.
Kenny's gonna do it.
Don Callis was like, no, you wanted to say no. It was like she stopped growing, so she's not a freak anymore, but she was definitely one of the tallest kids in school. My shortest friend was 4'8". She had health problems and passed away when she was 16.
Oh.
Oh, that's sad, Ayla. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. Lolita says, oh, I tried the YouTube sounds for dogs. Mine isn't normal. She ignored everything, especially the police siren. Did she? That's funny.
So when are we going to get this match, did they say?
I didn't hear or see a time.
That belt's sick. That should be your Christmas tree colors right there.
White and gold and green.
That's pretty. Don't put his hand on the stove that already burned you.
Die.
What is up with this God thing? God's favorite champion.
The Canadian God was earlier.
Mm-hmm.
They'll always be grateful for you.
The Spanish God was with Del Sol.
Mm-hmm. Eddie Kingston and John Moxley versus 2.0 is up next.
2.0 is going to get their ass handed to them.
If
but
they don't, then we have
it'll be a
problems.
decent match. Is that going to be the main event?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
there's 20
possibly.
minutes left.
Dogs don't really. I haven't done the noises on YouTube for anything. Oh, it's disconnected. It's reconnecting the OBS. You'd have to go to the OBS if you want to see. It reconnected. But you're going to be on a slight delay.
Sorry about that. Yeah, but Alita, our dogs do not.
I don't know if our dogs would, the YouTube sounds that I know that they say, hey, have your dog listen to this and see what happens. We have one dog that he howls with sirens, but it's not police sirens. It's actually the lower pitched,
Ambulance?
I think it's the ambulance siren, or it could be the,
it's an ambulance.
The EMS on the fire truck one. But he likes that sound better than like just regular cop sirens. So, Sophie says, when will Bryan Danielson finally going to wrestle on AEW TV? I'm sure they're just waiting for, when his stuff's done so he can. Sophie says, next month will mark Dynamite's 2-year anniversary, and look how different the roster is from year one.
Yeah, not bad.
And Alita says, I'm ready to sleep. Yeah, well, you had a nice dinner and, relaxed and whatnot. Probably time for sleep. How's your toe doing, Alita? Is your toe getting better? Alita's like, she ignored the dog howls, too.
The wolf howls.
Ours kind of go like this.
Like, what's going on? What does that mean?
But they don't really try to howl. So, I don't know.
It looks like our background is fake.
It is fake.
Should I go run around in it?
No. It's totally fake. Sophie says my dog likes to howl. Snack.
Yeah. So it looks like we're going to have a short little match to end this. They didn't care about the main event. They should have done that, the main event. But we just saw it.
Them talking?
Yeah.
Why would you want that as the main event?
Because they do that. WWE does that for us.
Okay, well, this isn't WWE, remember?
No, I don't remember that. Everybody on here is from WWE,
Sweet.
except for Kenny Omega.
Logan Alexander's in the chat.
Hey,
Hey,
Logan.
Logan saying, I reported you to the
Uh-oh.
higher authority.
What kind of authority did you report us to?
Oh my god, who?
Ooh,
Interpol?
ooh, ooh. Who do you report us to?
It was
What
like,
did you report
she
us
didn't
for?
even acknowledge the sound she talks back. Ooh, she's got attitude. Oh, he's gonna collect it. Old Hardy's gonna collect his debts. He's ready to collect the debt. Ew, he doesn't like Orange Cassidy's antics. Oh, the FBI.
Oh, yes. Definitely report us to
Ooh.
the FBI. Female body inspector.
Oh, right? Those people. They're nice sometimes. Ayla's like, report it! Right? You just made the list! So he's like, there is still a war out there between WWE fans and AEW fans out there. I don't know that many wrestling fans that like both companies. I like both companies. He's going to be doing okay.
It is. That's what that is, that Grand Slam. It's going to be 4 hours of wrestling over 2 days. Next Friday. And Wednesday, and then it'll finish on Friday.
Oh, I see. So we'll have to watch Fridays and do it. Why do they hate us? Like, seriously. Why?
It's not like I don't have the busiest weekend. I like that weekend.
Next weekend? What's happening next weekend?
Next weekend will be the
Is that the 25th?
pay-per-view. Yeah.
Oh my god, seriously? We have UFC pay-per-views, and we have pay-per-view for wrestling, and we have 4 hours of wrestling to do on Friday night. What
Yep.
the freaking F, people?
We'll have 4 hours there. Then we'll have on Saturday we'll have a prediction show. Then Saturday night we will have the UFC, not us here, but in real life. And then we'll have whatever that's called, the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
What the hell's the name of that pay-per-view that's coming up? Extreme Rules.
That one. Yeah, that's it. It was like, we're all going behind the bars. Logan's like, you're going to jail. Sweet. It was like, fun times, right? It was like, you or you? Just curious. Which you is it? Like, emu? You?
I have friends in the Department of the Interior and the FBI, so I think I'm okay. Just say it.
I feel threatened.
I feel like I would get a phone call from one of them, like, "Hey."
I get phone calls all the time from the Social Security people.
That is not the FBI.
Oh, it's pretty much the FBI. John Moxley's come down with Eddie Kingston. That guy's like so excited he's gonna pee his pants. Look how excited that guy is.
I want to know for sure.
Like, oh my god, you guys are amazing. Where's my phone?
I actually forgot this song was sang by a woman.
Oh yeah, it is.
Huh.
It's like, you live 2 miles from the FBI building. They should have already been there. Maybe they have to get their SWAT teams together.
It's one of those things, do they walk or do they drive?
I don't see any helicopters in the sky. I'm completely disappointed in our threats that we received.
Look at this, 2.0
Completely
attacks in
disappointed.
backstage. Hey, there's 3 of them. Is this that Daniel Garcia?
That's the 2.0 people. Yeah, that Daniel Garcia, Red Death Britches. Sophie says, so for wrestling fans, next Friday will be interesting with 4 hours of wrestling to watch or to record.
Yeah, because they're doing a pay-per-view. So that is going to have Kenny Omega and Daniel Bryan. We are going to see the ratings go up. So that is going to be the main event, probably a Friday night. Or will they do that the main event of Wednesday night?
That's a good question. Very good question.
John Moxley's just too big, too physical, too strong for these guys. And John Moxley's going to be fighting on that pay-per-view card too. Now remember, It's not really a pay-per-view, but they're calling it a pay-per-view. It's called the Grand Slam. John Moxley going up against the Murder Hawk and Kawasaki. Suzuki.
You almost got it.
And
it's the other brand.
That's close. I didn't call him Yamaha.
I said you were close. I said that. I said you almost got it. It's the other brand. Logan's like, the walk. Ooh.
The walk of shame.
The walk. Oh, they walk with guns to shoot y'all, huh? Ugh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
true story. I was across the street from the police station one time, and it was at a trailer park at a party, and a lady started yelling at us, and it just happened to be New Year's time, and I just happened to have some bottle rockets, and so I launched a bottle rocket at her, not knowing that it would fly straight. Like, I've launched bottle rockets my whole life. These things go
They go,
anywhere,
"Wee!"
anywhere but straight. I went like this and lit it, and I was at least 100 yards away from this, or not 100 yards, sorry, 100 feet away from this person, and she was yelling at us for launching fireworks. So I lit it, and I went like that. It went right in her front door and blew up in her house.
Ew.
So it was right across the street from the police station, from like here to that house, like 100
Yeah,
feet
not
from the
very
police
far.
station.
Yeah.
As I'm running, I'm like, I wonder if they're going to drive across the street or if they're going to walk across the street. The whole time is I'm just booking it through the trailer park.
It was like, the FBI is walking. Wow, that's cool. Save the earth, right? Like, it's like, fuck y'all. And he was like, ouch, Logan, ouch, right? Like, ew, burn. So it's like maybe the 2-hour Rampage episode could be a test run to see if they could do 2-hour episodes of Rampage in the future.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to put some main events on there. And if they put the Kenny Omega and Daniel Bryan match on there, if they put CM Punk and Will Hobbs on there on the Friday one, it could work. But how are you going to possibly just book your 3-4 main guys, Adam Cole, on the main event, on your Friday every week?
Right.
Because you'd have to have all 4 of those guys every week and keep it interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be pretty hard to do. But I guess you could bring over some Impact guys. You could have like Moose wrestle Kenny Omega or something along those lines.
Right.
You have Darby Allin, but I don't think Darby Allin's a draw.
I mean,
a lot of people say he is, but I just don't see it.
I don't either. I mean, I guess for some people it is. Chris is like, I like these 2.0 guys, but it's like crazy how they were jobber in NXT to how main eventing AEW.
Yeah, the main event on
So
AEW
weird.
doesn't count as a main event. Like last Friday, it was not a main event match. This Wednesday, it's not a main event match. They're calling it a main event match, but they started it out with a main event match on both shows. This one, Adam Cole and Frank Kazarian, that would be considered a main event.
Right.
And then last week, Andrade versus who did Andrade wrestle? Pac. And it obviously started the show out, and you're like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, your last match was Brian Pillman versus Max Caster. Like, come on, guys.
Like, what the
I
fuck?
guarantee you could start asking people. Just go down to your local Walmart and just start asking people if they know either one of those two, and they're going to say no.
They're going to be like, who? What? What is that? They running for some kind of office?
Yeah. That's the mayor of Greenfield. Yes. That's who it is.
Totally who it is.
Max
totally.
Caster.
He was like, yes, I'm wounded. Logan's like, hey. Ayla's like, oh, you're back. Logan's like, run. And Ayla's like, or should I say you? You back? Ayla's like, the FBI is running now? I guess. Are they? Oh no, we better run for our lives.
We have enough time just to get off and barricade ourselves in our panic room.
Right?
But we'll finish the show first.
Yeah, we definitely better finish the show first. That's just ridiculous if we don't. Chris says, but I want to see 2.0 versus Young Bucks on our Rampage, though.
Okay. I'd like to see that on a show also.
I guess.
What were they called? Like Everrise?
Pretty sure that's
or
what
something
their
like
name
that.
was.
Look at that. Drop to hold.
Oh.
Back. Dropping the elbow. Dropping bows. 1, 2, and Jon Moxley kicks out.
Elbows and bows? That's amazing. Just amazing.
Free codes. Free codes. Bounce that ass and let your knees touch your elbows.
Good rap. Sophie's like, with the 2-hour Rampage, that will stink for everybody in that stadium because they won't get home until 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yeah,
That's
in
what
New York.
You sign up for.
That city never sleeps anyways, so it's fine.
You sign up for that stuff, right?
Here he comes, Eddie Kingston with the hot tag, taking out both Everrise.
He's
Or
like, I've
2.0.
got some punches for you too.
Just unloading that right hand. Eddie Kingston's going to have to do something in the gym. besides eat.
Hey, so
He
much more
definitely
fun
looked like
to
a
eat in
bag
a
of
gym.
milk. Look at the slaps! The rapid slaps! Machine gun. Bam! Oh, shit!
He's like,
Danny
take
Garcia got up on
that.
the ring apron, 2 and 3. Oh, Parker almost had him.
He's like, here,
Judas
let me
effect.
slap you again.
That's it. He's
There's a
done.
lot of slapping going on.
Big DDT. Tag Moxley. Look, he's like, I can't make it. Boom.
He's like, you
Good
want
Shawn
it?
Mox.
You want some of this?
Now,
You
he's
want
already
it?
hit this guy with his finisher. They're going to hurt
I thought
this
they
guy.
were going to kiss.
They're going to hurt this guy. Oh, God. Right down on his neck. Is he paralyzed? Is he
I
dead?
think so. I don't think he's going to move.
1, 2, and 3.
Yay!
So we still got 4 minutes, though.
Good job.
I mean, they're just going to dance
John
around?
Moxley.
Or are they going to set up their
Eddie
thing?
Kingston.
Murder Hawk going to come down
Probably.
with Suzuki?
You got it.
Suzuki.
So he says the people in New York didn't know Rampage will be a 2-hour show when they announced they were going to be in New York a month or 2 ago.
That's pretty funny.
Do you think they're crying about it though, Sophie?
Well,
because
it's going to be a 2-hour show no matter what. Like, if you go to that live, well, if it's live, you're going to get a longer show. You know, WWE does it with Raw, too. They start before and they keep going after.
Mhm.
But definitely, it's exciting for them, right? Like,
Yes.
the fans there are going to be on TV for 2 hours,
they're going to be
not
excited.
just get a 2-hour show.
So he's like, and is next week Rampage going to be taped or is it going to be live?
That one will be...
I would imagine it's going to be live.
That's a tough one, though. That is one that you would have to investigate. Because I guess they could do it all at once.
They could, but it'd be
And then
weird, right?
showing it.
I guess they could, but
The
then...
Suzuki coming out!
But wouldn't that be weird if you did buy... Let's say they did sell separate tickets for the Friday show. Does that mean the other people have to leave after Dynamite and
No.
then the other people come in?
No. They wouldn't do a recording if they sell tickets. They're selling tickets for it, which you can tell. All you have to do, guys, is go to the AEW site. I think it's called allelite.com. Go to the tickets and just see if they're selling tickets for next Friday,
Right.
which is the 24th.
Chris is all excited about Suzuki.
Suzuki.
The Suzuki incident. He's coming down. He's ready for some more.
Oh,
He's
he is
like-
scared.
He's like, oh, this eye that you hurt. Let me make sure that I make your eye bleed too. Some really big ears.
He's up there. He's not scared. He's getting in the ring with both of these monsters. Getting the whole crowd going. That's what they do
Yeah,
in Japan.
talk to the crowd. The crowd knows. The crowd wants it. The crowd is there. Oh,
He's getting them going, and they're listening. They're responding like they're supposed to.
He's got respect.
What he should do is wait. Because you know the Murder Hawk's coming. There he is!
He's over there taking out Eddie Kingston. Oh, poor Eddie.
And we know the Murder Hawk can beat John Moxley. So now it's Suzuki. Can he beat Eddie Kingston? And if that's the case, we could have
A good battle.
them guys winning.
So he
Coming
says,
out
I
again.
think Rampage should go up against one of the hours of SmackDown.
I agree, 100%.
Yeah, they should make it earlier in the day.
The first hour
Earlier
of
in the night.
SmackDown.
The last night.
I think a lot
the
of
last
people would
hour
watch
of
the first
SmackDown.
1 hour of Rampage and then turn it to SmackDown.
Opposite.
No. If it was the first hour, I think they'd watch Rampage first and then turn it to SmackDown.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
For the second hour
I don't
of
think they
SmackDown.
put it on at the same exact time.
No.
I could see them doing an hour earlier, but
No,
not
that's
the same
way
time.
too early. Think about the East or the West Coast. Shit would be on at 3 o'clock. Time.
I know what you're talking about, kind
Okay.
of, but do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you said put it on earlier.
Then what it normally runs at.
Okay.
When
and then
does Rampage normally run? What time?
10.
Okay. So put it on an hour earlier.
Okay. Why not go 2 hours earlier and compete with the first hour of SmackDown?
Why would you compete with the first hour when you can compete with the second hour where Roman Reigns is always at?
Yeah, that's one you're going to lose. So go with
I
the
don't-
first hour, and then after it's over, they'll turn it to the second hour of SmackDown. Is all I would say.
Luna says, see you Friday, and Gothlesia says, bye-bye. All right, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Reese Anderson is AEW is overrated. Is it?
Overrated.
Ayla's like 6 a.m. They should put it on at 6 a.m. Everyone wins. Right? Everyone, including you, Ayla. Make sure your ass is up at 6 a.m. I'll be calling you 500 times. Reese says they got skinny, small guys like Darby Allin and Adam Cole as their two guys.
Right.
Mitzi says, now I need an eye patch. Oh, no. And Sophie says, Roman sometimes on both hours of SmackDown, though. And Reese says, top. Layla says, they smell like real men, like salmon. Anyways. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with us for AEW tonight. We really appreciate it. And thank you for being with us tonight. We're going to be back again for SmackDown on Friday this week. Again, thank you so much for being with us for AEW's Dynamite tonight.
All right. Thanks for watching Wrestling, Gavin. We'll see you again
on Friday. Bye. Thanks for watching Wrestling, Gab.
Bye.
Bye.